Those goddamn dogs, you know.
Which ones?
I don't know. Let's start talking about Emily. I don't know if you heard. Me and Matt last weekend, we watched immediately while I had to rush out of here. We watched Godzilla vs. Kong: The New Empire. Did you enjoy that theater going experience?
Yeah.
Was there a short bald man who had problems with us?
Yeah, and a dusty ass flapper. No, I'm just kidding. I don't even know if he was bald. He had a hat on. I just assumed he was bald. That's why
he was short though, right?
I mean, he looked like he looked like his ribs were at the height of their fucking railing. So I don't know. I was also looking at him at an angle, so I have no idea.
Yeah. He's like, "Can you guys be quiet so some of us can enjoy the movie?" And I'm like, "Okay, yeah." And you're like, "Okay."
Yeah, I was like, yeah, because he was trying to stare me down. I'm like, okay, go back to your seat, dude.
Yeah. And then after the movie, you're like, were you scared of him? I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to get kicked out. But then you're like, he's only 5'6". You're like, I went through Army Ranger training. I could probably kill this guy.
Because I didn't.
Yeah. Well, something like that.
I didn't. No, I said I could have just fucking kicked his ass down the
stairs. Yeah, he was just beating his ass. And I'm like, all right, yeah. I guess he doesn't want that smoke. But also, dude, you're watching. First of all, Emily, Godzilla vs. Kong: New Empire, terrible movie, awful, dog shit.
Of course. Very funny though.
Yeah, we were high as fuck.
With the right eyes.
Yeah.
The right set
of eyes. A couple edibles deep, it's really hidden. But we were being a little bit loud at
a little rambunctious.
A little rambunctious. But it's also it's a shit movie. It's like, are you enjoying this? What do you like?
We were just commenting on a few things.
Yeah.
We were just like, oh,
we
that's
weren't
awesome.
being
or hell yeah, whatever. King Kong beat
there
the
were
shit
girls
out of someone.
in the same row as us,
standing up and using their flashlights,
looking around. We weren't doing that. We were just sitting down and
having a giggle at some funny stuff happening on the screen.
Oh, once the baby monkey showed up, I think me and Matt laughed for 10 minutes straight.
So during that. All right, so spoilers for the new Godzilla.
Baby monkey.
So the baby monkey scene, he shows up, and then King Kong's just like, oh, look, another one of my kind. And, the baby monkey, lures him in, and then, just fucking chomps his finger. And we just start going, devious monkey, to each other back and forth.
Devious monkey for 20 minutes straight.
And then, in that same scene, he retreats back into the fog, and, 3 other big King Kong apes.
There's other... King Kong apes.
They come out and start trying to gang up on King Kong. They get him for a few seconds because element of surprise. But then King Kong gets up and starts whooping their ass. And then at some point the baby monkey tries to hop onto King Kong and he catches him and starts swinging him around like a baseball bat. He's using the baby monkey to beat the shit out of these other monkeys. And 2 of them run away. Then he throws a rock over he just lobs one a Hail Mary and just knocks one out.
He uses the baby monkey as a bat. He just whips him around and hits
an improvised weapon. And he also pushes one off a cliff.
Yeah.
And then rescues it, but then the guy who he pulls off the cliff is just tries to attack him again, then he just kicks him right off.
King Kong just kills it that way.
I'm pretty sure that one too was the dad of the baby monkey.
Yes, there is a relationship with the baby monkey. Because the dad we see him later, and he gets killed by the evil villain, the Scar King.
Well, I thought that was his granddad or something.
I don't know.
That guy was old. That was an old monkey.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
He had a relationship with that monkey, and the Scar King had a relationship with the baby Kong. There's a lot of Epstein overtones with the villain of the movie, the Scar King, the evil monkey. There's an evil monkey.
I don't know. I didn't get Epstein, but I just got
I got a lot of Epstein vibes with him. One, he's not strong on his own. But he uses blackmail and control to control. There's a lizard in the hollow Earth. First of all, the Earth is hollow in this movie.
He uses pain to control Shimo.
Yes, her name is Shimo now.
That's what they said in the movie.
Okay, I wasn't paying attention. There's a different lizard, and then he uses the lizard
to look it up because I don't know if I'm hallucinating.
Yeah, it's hollow. First of all, the movie starts with a montage of newsreels and that, and they're the hollow earth theory, it's real. And I'm this is not a good, shut up. There's science. We know the earth is not hollow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shimo.
They're like, we never explored the inside of the Earth. I'm like, yeah, we kind of know it's rock. Like, we know it's rock. It's not hollow. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? But King Kong, apparently, I did not watch Godzilla vs. Kong. I don't know what happened. I don't give a shit. But King Kong lives in the hollow Earth. But apparently, in the hollow Earth, there's another Earth that's even more hollower.
No, it's
there's another hollow Earth like where the evil monkey is.
So yeah, they're like in this like little, like kind of closed off like bubble.
But it's
underneath the hollow Earth, so like further deeper into the Earth. So it's like basically.
But it's like a big area because
it's a huge cavern.
Yes. Yeah. Well, the kid monkey eventually, after Kong stops using him as a baseball bat to beat the other monkeys to death, we'll call him Kid Kong. Kid Kong and King Kong, they go together and they explore. Well,
the kid is taking him back to the
evil monkey.
Yeah, the evil monkey. By the way, the evil monkey has for like they never tell why in the movie, but he has enslaved all the other monkeys. And they're all just like turning a giant wheel, doing manual labor. And there's, as far as I could remember,
I don't know.
They're not actually doing anything.
They're not doing anything. But the evil monkey just watches the monkeys do this work, and it doesn't accomplish anything.
Yeah, and then he has this like giant like spine thing that he uses as a whip.
The evil monkey has tools. I don't know how he developed these tools and that. Well, actually, because there's the kid. Remember the kid? Who apparently the kid is from a tribe who communicated with King Kong.
The psychic.
Yeah, there's a psychic child in this.
Yeah, and like in the first scene, like they're like the first scene with the kid, they're like, she's struggling here. I'm like, yeah, no shit, she's a psychic from inside the
Earth. The first
Earth.
scene of the movie with the psychic kid is she's at her desk and she's just scribbling on the desk and she's carving in the desk, and then the teacher doesn't walk over till like 5 minutes later and she's carved an entire like symbol in the desk.
An entire etching and like an entire scry, like for real.
And then the teacher's like, I don't know if she's going to fit in with the other students. I'm like, I don't think she will either. She's communicating with monkeys.
It's like, she has a psychic
psychopathically.
Bond with like...
Yeah, it's insane.
She's got some pretty advanced things going on.
But what's her name? I'll just call her Hillary Clinton in this movie. There's a Hillary Clinton figure in this movie. That's your human protagonist, is Hillary Clinton. I'll explain why.
Is that really the vibe?
That's the vibe from Rebecca Hall's character, is Hillary Clinton vibe.
Okay.
Look up what Hillary Clinton did to Libya. Come on. Yeah, there's a lot of ideology in the movie, I think.
Okay.
So I was obviously like 2 edibles deep. So, when you're that high, you're trying to process what's going on, and then you're just in your own mind.
I gave up on processing anything other than the monster fights.
Oh, I was just going through my mind.
I picked up a few things here and there.
I do think it is.
I can't even remember why.
So, I'm gonna try to lay out because I don't really remember because I was so high. But the ideology of this movie, there is ideology, as Slavoj Žižek said. Everything is ideology, and it is. Even this shitty monster movie, there's ideology. It's different than the Japanese, but
it's pretty cool.
So it is this weird. I think it is like the West is exploring these like imaginary enemies and imaginary territories that they need to keep going and fighting. But it doesn't exist. Like Hollow Earth does not exist. The evil monkey does not exist. But even Rebecca Hall's character, I'll call her Hillary Clinton again. There's a scene where Godzilla destroys like Rome early in the movie. Remember that? Godzilla just destroys Rome
because he's fighting this big tentacle.
He's fighting a different monster, and he completely decimates Rome.
Yeah. And
then Hillary Clinton says,
"It's about time."
Yeah. Well, Hillary Clinton is not even with the government. She's with a private company.
Yeah.
It's a private company that monitors the King Kong and Godzilla in the movie.
Yeah.
And Hillary Clinton is on the phone with the Italian president, and she's like, "You're lucky Godzilla was there." And it's like, Godzilla just decimated the capital of the country and killed God knows how many people. Another thing is you don't see civilians in the movie until the Egypt scene where King Kong and Godzilla fight.
There were civilians in Rome.
You barely see them. You don't really see them. There's kind of a focus on...
There weren't many perspective shots with the civilians.
No. There's perspectives. The only perspective shots you get with civilians is in the Egypt scene with King Kong and Godzilla, which also I think is just weird pure ideology. Because it is they fight in Egypt and they destroy like a bit of Cairo. And you see people like running from buildings collapsing, so presumably thousands die.
Mm-hmm.
Like thousands of Muslims just die. But then it's also played off as a big moment where Godzilla and King Kong team up and they're fine. And then they go and fight an imaginary enemy. Which also gets to my ideology of the movie is two destructive forces teaming up with each other and just going to fight an imaginary enemy while just completely decimating like the third world. That's the vibe I got from the movie. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just the vibe I picked up.
The monster fights were okay.
They
were dynamic and fast, but like a lot of the times you just couldn't feel
it's
like
CGI.
They didn't feel like you couldn't feel the scale. I mean, they looked like monsters fighting, but they didn't feel big. You didn't see like that, like in like you look at the old practical effects Godzilla. He's like looming over an entire fucking city line, and you feel like this giant fucking skyscraper sized lizard with a death ray out of his mouth is gonna destroy everything.
Remember, we went back to your apartment.
Yeah,
and we watched the first Godzilla,
one,
which
was
the
chilling, bone-chilling movie.
The first Godzilla's
harrowing.
One of the best movies ever made. It's literally incredible.
It's fantastic.
It is a nation dealing with, because it is the only nation the atomic bombs are dropped on, and it is a nation dealing with its trauma. So what was it? It was released
1950 something.
1954. So it was only released 9 years after the atomic bombs are dropped. And like that first scene where Godzilla has his like atomic breath and it's just melting like buildings and people. You're like, it's just horrifying. It's absolutely horrifying. And then obviously like, Godzilla became like, he's fighting other fucking monsters and that. But like the first Godzilla movie is incredible. Godzilla, King Kong, Lethal Weapon 6 is shitty, terrible, awful. 6. I don't know. It was like a buddy cop movie. Godzilla's barely in the fucking movie too.
That was he's
barely in the movie. Where's Godzilla? I don't want to watch King Kong. King Kong sucks, dude. He fucking sucks.
He didn't climb one skyscraper.
No, he didn't. First of all, don't make King Kong 300 feet tall. The thing is, he's like, okay, maybe the monkey exists in the world, and then you bring him back to New York, and then, he gets loose, and you kill him with planes. That's it. Don't bring the creature out of his natural habitat, and then he dies, and there's commentary there somewhere. I don't know. King Kong should not ever meet Godzilla. Godzilla's a giant irradiated lizard, and King Kong is just a monkey. I don't like this. I don't like the monkey. It's not Planet of the Apes. That's how I feel about it. I don't know how you feel about it.
Godzilla was barely in it. Like
he's barely in it. He's purple for some reason. Yeah, he's pink.
He was pink at one point.
He's pink.
Like, I mean,
do you think that's liberal wokeism? I'm kidding. I don't.
No, I mean, like whatever. Like I don't really care about that. But like,
Godzilla.
He was in it for like maybe like for like the last fight scene. Then like other than that, for like little snippets where you could see him like going somewhere.
Well, then they bring Mothra in for nothing.
And Mothra basically, just does a fucking cameo.
Yeah.
Mothra like does like 3 things in the movie and shows up and like it's supposed to like it's hyped up throughout until like and it doesn't. Mothra doesn't show up until like the last scene. And the whole scene and the whole way up, it's like hyped. It's like, Mothra will return. Someone has to summon Mothra.
Well, the tribe knew about Mothra when they lived in the Hollow Earth, and I'm like, I don't fucking get this.
The psychic tribe that levitates crystals.
No, Mothra's from an island. She ain't from a fucking Hollow Earth.
The Skull Island.
No, not Skull Island. Mothra.
That's what they said in the movie. Someone from Skull Island has to be the one to summon Mothra.
Well, how do you get how do we get from King Kong on his island to there's Hollow Earth, and the people were living in Hollow Earth because they found All right, I know this is like unlistenable too, this first 15 minutes, but we're just describing the movie.
What?
I'm literally just describing the movie. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the people want to know.
People want to know. So, okay, so the girl, right, Emily?
Yeah.
Who she's adopted by Hillary Clinton, and apparently in the last movie she communicated with Khan because she's from like a tribe.
Wasn't it Millie Bobby Brown?
No, this is a different girl. Millie Bobby Brown is not in this one. I don't know if she was in the last one where Godzilla and Kong fought each other. I did not watch that one.
I feel like she was in a Godzilla movie.
She was in King of Monsters, the second Godzilla movie. We argued about this. Because you didn't remember which movies were made when.
Yeah.
I remember everything.
I just remember seeing one.
That is my curse, is I have to remember these shitty fucking movies. And they live in my brain rent-free.
But yeah, no, Mothra, like, literally, like,
but
wasn't even impactful. Like, you could have not had Mothra in the movie.
Her scene was weird because it was, like, literally, like, I thought, like, someone just, like, clipped art it into the thing.
It was cut in weird to, like, there was, like,
cut so
something
weird.
Would happen on screen and be like, oh, it was then it would cut to Mothra doing something and it'd be like, it just Mothra,
she didn't
like,
do anything.
It would cut to Mothra just, like, flying by. It'd be like, you didn't see Mothra actually do anything.
First of all, Mothra in the original Godzilla movies, queer icon. Also, just a bad motherfucker. She'll take on anybody. She killed Gigan in Final Wars. She murdered Gigan, and he had buzzsaws for hands. And she just murdered him. I haven't
seen that one.
Have you seen it?
No.
It came out in 2004. You don't watch it?
No.
It had the one UFC star in it as the American. And they fought like aliens, and then all the monsters were loose.
Wait, was there one in 2000? Godzilla movie?
Yeah, there was a Godzilla 2000. It was Godzilla against Mechagodzilla. Godzilla against Mechagodzilla 2000.
What was the
and then
one
2002 was Godzilla Tokyo SOS.
But was there a Godzilla that was in New York, like in the early 2000s?
That was 1997, and that was Matthew Broderick. Shit, terrible.
That one, I've seen.
Awful.
That one.
That's the American one. That's why they didn't give him the rights till 2014.
And look what we did.
And we fucking ruined it. I don't care about the monkeys. Get the monkeys off the screen. I don't care about the monkeys. This isn't Planet of the Apes. I want my lizard. I don't care about King Kong. I don't care about the evil monkey. I don't even care about the devious monkey. And that child was devious. I don't care about the monkeys. Just give me my lizard.
It was a funny experience. Like I'm never gonna watch the movie again.
I had fun in the theater with my best friend.
Yeah, I had fun
because we were high as shit and we were just making fun of the movie the entire time. That's a fun experience.
And that first fight with like the King Kong versus those monkeys and the baby monkey, that shit was so hilarious. He used the baby monkey as
a baseball bat.
I could not stop. Like I was like,
I pulled my hood up and I just drew my strings because I was just laughing into my hoodie for 10 minutes straight. I could not stop laughing.
I was like doing the like cough thing, like laughing into my
Yeah, no, I had my hood up and I just drew my strings and I just like laughed into my hoodie for 10 minutes straight. It was ridiculous.
And then the monkey and all the like big gorillas, like they sounded like monsters, but the baby monkey basically just had regular monkey sounds. So every time he was like, he just like be swung around.
But the baby monkey was devious. He was devious. He tried to kill King Kong a couple times. He's a devious monkey.
Yeah.
But that's what so that guy came up to us and said, look, some of us are trying to enjoy the movie. Be quiet. First of all, it's dog shit. I don't know how you can enjoy the movie.
Second of all, I was really
you're just sitting there in
the
silence being like, oh yeah, look at these monkeys. These CGI monkeys. Because I think he came up to us because the second time the baby monkey tried to kill King Kong, we just kept saying devious monkey to each other. We just for 5 minutes straight we're like devious monkey. He was so devious. He was like washing his hands in the lake trying to get King Kong killed by like a snake monster.
Like he knew, like he
knew because he was like there. Looking and like it was just so fucking devious, that monkey.
Hit the link in the episode description and get 25% off your first purchase at CBDistillery. There's free shipping on orders of $75 or more. There are gummies, oils, chocolates, drink mixes, bombs, and even more chocolates. You can shop by benefit too. CBD to help relax, for help sleep, for pain relief, and it's even good for your pets. There are new Delta 9 THC gummies available in states where legalized. Get some today. If you're interested in any of our merch, hoodies, t-shirts, mugs, anything you can dream of, hit the link in the episode description or in the Instagram bio at Schemin and Dreaming Pod. Or you can head to the website yourself at snackspot.se/career/teespring.com. If you're interested in advertising on this show or our twin show, Two in the Cooler, email snackspotsports@gmail.com for details on how you can start reaching thousands of listeners in the Buffalo area and beyond. Fuck large companies.
Yeah.
There's a new Planet of the Apes coming out. I kind of don't want to.
I actually haven't seen any of the new Planet. Actually, I don't think I've seen. Yeah, I haven't seen any of the Planet.
Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is really fucking good.
Is that the first one?
No, it's the second one. First one, just the apes. Caesar learns how to speak. That's all you need to know. Second one is really good. That's after the virus spreads and there's only like a few humanity holdouts. And then like the apes have like kind of their society in the woods and they encounter humans. But the bad guy is one of the apes who just wants to like kill the humans because he's experimented on. So he kind of like stages an assassination attempt on Caesar, and then he teaches the apes how to literally use guns. It's great. He's on horseback one time, and he has like 2 LSATs, and he's just like, ah! And just screaming and just shooting at these guys. Gary Oldman's one of the human guys. It's a great movie. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is good. The last one, I don't remember what the last one is called. What's the last one called?
Kingdom?
No, Kingdom's the new
What is
one.
Rise?
What's the Woody Harrelson's in it?
I haven't seen the last couple.
That one's really good.
I feel like they're a pretty okay franchise.
It's all right. It's all right. Like, well, Matt Reeves, who did those 2 Planet of the Apes movies, he did the Batman.
Yeah.
Did you watch the
freaking bat?
It's the bat. It's the freaking bat.
I ain't afraid of no guy in spandex.
Yeah. I probably played like 80 hours of Arkham City, so every time I hear that, I'm just like, oh my god, it's the freaking bat. What are you, Batman, a chicken man? I'm like, I don't want to fight these thugs right now. I gotta go stop Mr. Freeze or something. I gotta get my cure.
It's like these guys deserve to live.
Yeah. But no, Matt Reeves, who did 2 of the Planet of the Apes movies, he did the Batman. Did you watch that with Robert Pattinson?
Yeah.
You like it? It's incredible.
It's fantastic.
It's incredible. I really like it.
Very good penguin.
Hey, yo, what are you showing me here? Hey! Oh! He's getting a Soprano show.
Yeah.
On like HBO Max. He's getting trailer kind of looks good. I'm like, yeah, fucking.
I'm glad they went with the penguin.
Oh, he's great in that movie. I love Colin Farrell.
And I mean the Riddler too. I forgot he's actually supposed to be the
Paul
main villain.
Dano, yeah, is the Riddler.
Yeah.
I have my listen. You know how I think about Batman and his universe. Yeah. Everyone's gay. It's a fact.
It's the way it's written.
It's the way it's written. It's
Paul Dano was not gay enough.
Paul Dano he's like a weird like incel guy.
Riddler is one of the queerest villains. He was not gay enough.
One of the most queer villains. I mean, obviously Joker is the only openly gay villain Batman has, and that's why Batman has such a problem with him. Is because
he can't stop thinking about him.
Yes, he can't stop thinking about him.
He's obsessed.
And the Joker, especially in the animated series and in some of the comics, he's the only openly gay person in Gotham when everyone else is in the closet. So, his antics and his crimes, everyone's like is very shocked by it. But Joker's just expressing his queerness. Two-Face, obviously, we all know the tragic story of Harvey Dent. He got burnt, and then obviously, and then it's just his half-burnt face is just his queer side coming out, and that's what makes him a Batman villain.
Riddler wears latex and comes up with these stupid little puns.
Stupid fucking.
He's always
games.
snickering and laughing, slyly teasing Batman when he's just out of reach and stuff. Like he is.
Yeah. Because he's also he's insane.
Yeah.
So he needs to leave these puzzles for Batman to find. but he also needs like a worthy
That's
opponent.
his foreplay.
Yes, it's his foreplay. Because Riddler needs a worthy opponent, so technically he needs someone who can solve these puzzles. But then he will always accuse Batman of cheating or will never understand how Batman can solve these puzzles. But that just leads to the Riddler just wanting to leave more.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's very turned on by it. Like, he's a very gay person.
He's a glutton. He wants it all.
And Paul Dano and the Batman, like, I get the route they were going with.
Yeah.
It's probably my least favorite aspect of the movie is Zodiac Killer Paul Dano.
Yeah, I didn't... Yeah,
First of all, let me tell you something. I'm not admitting to anything, but I was hanging out in, like, Northern California in the late 1960s. And I saw a couple couples at the beach, and I'm like, time to throw on a bag on my face,
Northern California
paint a
rocked in the
symbol,
60s.
and, like, you know, I'm going to send cryptic messages to the police. Like, you know, I literally lived that life, so I get it. Like, you know, I was around Northern California in the late 1960s, and I killed a couple people, and I sent cryptic messages to the police and to the newspapers. So I get it. But I wasn't gay. That was born out of something else.
That wasn't until the 70s.
Yeah, that was. Well, I was in prison in the 70s. That's where the killing stopped. I was in prison for something else. I was in prison for being gay, openly at a nightclub. I accidentally kissed a bartender on the lips, and they're like, "Yeah, I go to prison."
Sorry, bud.
I'm like, "Sorry, bud."
That's 20 years hard
That's
labor.
20 years. I'm like, God damn it. I'm like, why did we stop getting notes from that Zodiac guy?
He's in prison for
yeah.
blowing a bartender.
Well, that's what happened to the real. I think that's what happened to the real Zodiac is he was in prison then.
For something completely different.
Something else.
Yeah.
Well, they had the one guy pegged Arthur Lee Allen.
They had him pegged? I didn't know they could do that.
That's the police, folks. Come on. we can shoot our.
I'll have you pegged for this.
Commissioner Gordon just bending down the penguin. I'm gonna get you. Son.
They just
Get
put like
down.
one of those like 3 hole things that they put you in. They put you in one of those.
From like the
Chain
Salem
you by
witch
the
trials.
ankles. Yeah. But it's like one of those, but there's like an actual like bar that you also bend over, and you have your legs chained to that.
What is that called? Like the stocks?
Yeah.
Something like, yeah, they just have them in the stocks, and then the police just like, I got you pegged for this.
Yeah.
Fuck him in the ass and then read him his rights.
5 minutes pegging. That's your sentence.
Well,
For
that's
going
what
5 over the speed limit in a school zone.
You're getting pegged for this.
Every mile an hour you go over the speed limit in slower areas.
Extra hour of pegging. Hour.
Yeah.
Well, they have a union. Everyone needs their part.
Well, the first 5 miles an hour is a minute, but then after that it's an extra hour. Don't speed by construction sites.
But maybe that's what Commissioner Gordon... Well, no, Commissioner Gordon is the only... Going back to the Batman thing. Commissioner Gordon, I think, is the only straight man in Gotham. And that's why
He's
he
the
has
only
such...
ally.
Yes, he's an ally. Because he supports his weird gay friend who dresses up like a bat at night and fights other weird gay guys. Which is what Batman is. He's a guy.
That's just the Gotham Knight scene.
Yep. It is the Gotham Knight scene. Some weird gay billionaire who dresses like a bat and he fights other gay guys who try to commit crimes and get his attention. That's all it is.
And gay women.
And gay women. Poison Ivy, yes. Catwoman, I think, is straight. I will not elaborate further, but I do believe, yes. Harley Quinn, how she was originally envisioned in the animated series as a dumb Brooklyn bimbo. I stand by that. Probably by. Her and the Joker, I don't think have sex.
No.
Joker will not have sex.
Yeah, Joker's gay.
Joker is gay, but he
Through
does
and
not have
through.
sex. He wants to have sex with Batman, but
Yeah,
he never will.
that's why he doesn't. Is because
That's why he does
Batman's
everything
the only
that
one
he
that's
does.
good enough for him.
Because he wants to have sex with Batman. He wants his attention
You
constantly.
can see that in the way that in the animated series too. Like he's always like pushing Harley off too.
Yep. Even in like the Dark Knight, and I have my problems with the Nolan Batman movies, but even in the Dark Knight, like Ledger did a good job of like showing like Joker is just obsessed with Batman, obsessed with this guy who he's never met. He's just obsessed with this gay guy who dresses like a bat, and he's like, I just need to get in a fucking room with him. It's like I need to get into a room with him and just who knows where this is gonna lead. He's just obsessed with him. The only non-gay Joker is the Jack Nicholson one, because Jack Nicholson is just, it's Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
He's pretty,
He's something else.
But he makes up for it.
He makes up for it. Jack Nicholson's thinking about Poo-Tang 24/7. Hey, I can't do it, Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
How does he talk?
I don't know, man. He does a lot of different.
Hey, I can't do it. I was gonna do. Hey, it's Chinatown. You ever watch Chinatown?
A long time ago.
Did you watch Chinatown, Emily?
I watched it and I was
I
like.
read some of the script for like class.
What class?
I went to film school.
For where?
I went to film school.
You went to film school? Tell us more about that.
No.
Yes.
It's awful.
Did you learn anything?
I guess so.
Who'd you like study in film school? Did they have people who like you study?
Really?
Yeah. Throw on the mic.
Hello?
Because we're just
Hello?
going to be talking
Hello?
about monkeys and
Hello?
Jack Nicholson.
Like, when I took a script, like I had to take a script writing class,
Mm-hmm.
and Andrew took a lot of the same classes as me. He went to Fredonia also. And one of the script that we read for like, this is the example of like the best written script was Witness. Are you familiar with this movie? It's a Harrison Ford movie.
Yep.
And the Amish.
Yep.
It was a
It's
brutal
a
read.
murder in an Amish community, and then Harrison Ford is the detective.
I've never seen it, but like reading that script is brutal.
And it's one of the best scripts ever.
I don't know why this was the choice of our teacher.
Yeah, it does
I have
not
no
make
idea
any
why.
sense. Me and Matt had a run-in with the Amish. Remember that?
Yeah.
I did threaten an Amish boy and his
You
family.
didn't threaten
Jesus
anyone.
Christ.
No, we didn't. We were camping and we were driving around looking for someone who had firewood. And there's this house, very nice house, and they had a pile of wood out front. So we go over, we're like, hey, we would kind of park in the driveway, and this like Amish boy comes out, and we're like, hey, are y'all?
I can't sell you no firewood, mister.
Yeah, I asked him if we could buy some firewood. He's like, no, I can't sell you that. I'm like, all right, bye. Sorry.
I can't sell you no firewood,
It's a pretty
mister.
straightforward interaction.
Yeah.
I would have burnt down his house.
Was his name like Amos or something
I
like
don't know
that?
his
You
name.
should have asked him.
Nope. I just like.
If it was up to
they
me, I
seemed
would
very
have went
uncomfortable.
back and
Aw,
burned down his
driven
Poor
house.
kid.
They seemed very
He's probably
uncomfortable.
so like.
Well, yeah, we were blasting music from the car.
Oh yeah, like all like him and his siblings were just like in the front of their house, like watching us through the window while we were driving into their driveway too. So
We should have. I think we should have applied a little bit more force, and we would have gotten what we wanted.
No, because
The man is gone
we
from the
literally
house.
went-
We would have
we
pressured
went a
the
minute
boy.
down the
The
road and this
man-
guy gave us like all the firewood we needed.
Oh yeah,
for,
we
like, a
just
few
walked up
bucks.
to him in his garage. And he's like, okay. He just gave us wood.
Yeah.
Good guy. But like film school, who else did you like?
So
did you
it
study film?
So I did the film stuff like through my school's communication department, but then there was also the experimental film in the art department. So I did that for like my minor. So it was like a little bit of like conventional stuff combined. Like the communications department stuff was more like, here's how you use all the shit on a camera and here's how you edit and stuff. And then like the experimental stuff was a lot of just like, here's a camera from 1920. Go shoot some shit, and we're gonna develop film in the dark room. As a class.
I think
like-
more cameras should be like used like that.
It was
Bring
fun.
back like 70mm film.
It was good.
They have their
It was a good time. I mean, like it was. I took an international films class, so we would just watch like a different international film every week, and some of them were great, and some of them were just
what was
god
your favorite
awful.
international film you watched?
We watched this one. I don't know if this is my favorite, but we watched one called Mustang, which is a Turkish movie about these like girls who there's a period of time where they banned men from all soccer games in Turkey because they were behaving so badly. So women were finally like allowed to go, and these girls like sneak away from their country home to go to a soccer game.
Nice.
It's awesome. I like that a lot. We watched Shoplifters, which is a Japanese movie. It's kind of like
Japanese.
Parasite vibes, but older and Japanese instead of Korean. It's really good. You should watch it if you've never seen it. I think you'd like it.
Yeah, I love Japanese film. Cure.
It's really good.
You ever watch Cure?
No.
Cure is probably one of my favorite probably my favorite movie ever.
Is it Japanese?
Yes. It's like it's a Japanese, it's like a detective story. It's about like a serial killer, but like the serial killer convinces other people to kill other people.
That sounds cool.
But how he does it is like in such just like
Crazy.
like it's a strange way. How it is presented in the film is also very strange too.
Yeah.
Because the violence is also like there's violence in the film, but it's also just there's no build up to it, and it's just brutal.
Violence
It happens and it's brutal, and then that's it. But like how he does it, like I don't know if it's like maybe an allegory for like Japanese fascism, which they had in the 40s, but like there's also like just I don't know. There's a lot of battle between the conscious and subconscious in that movie, and the detective kind of feels it. But yeah, I love international film.
Have you seen Memories of Murder?
I love
I
I
like
own
that
it.
movie
I
a
own
lot.
it.
That
I own
movie
it.
rocks.
I love Memories of Murder. I own
Japanese,
it. I own it.
but-
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Really good.
That last shot with
Yeah.
the actor, what's his name?
That guy.
Yeah.
The,
Bo Sein-ho is the director.
Bong Joon-ho
Bong
directed
Joon-ho,
it.
yeah.
But it's got the guy from
Parasite.
Yeah. I don't know. The two guys in it are Song Kang-ho and Kim Roy-ha, so I don't know which. I think it's the first guy.
Maybe Sung.
I think Song.
Yeah, because he's his main villain. But like that last scene where he's doing like the eye test on the guy and like, yeah, because that's about
really
the
good.
first Matt. It's about like the first serial killer in South Korea, and like they don't really know how to. They never really caught the guy either. They
Yeah.
got someone who they think maybe was him years later.
Wait, when was this?
And this
when
was
was the first serial killer?
it was in the 80s.
That was their first serial killer?
Yes. But
No
a lot
way.
of the
I'm
movie
calling
is
cap.
well, there's a lot of like subtext in the movie about like Americanization about like Korea, South Korea.
I feel that can't be like the first serial killer they've ever had though.
But probably like in terms of like
In
that
terms
could
of,
be
like,
investigated
documenting,
by
yeah.
like the
Oh, okay.
police and not
Yeah.
just like, you know.
Because they
Guy in the
found
countryside.
the first body, and then they found like another body, and then the guy came from Seoul. The detective came from Seoul to this mountain town in Korea, and then
To Seoul.
Seoul. Yeah, he came from Seoul. Fuck am I talking about? Yeah, but no, remember the detective came from what was it?
Seoul?
Seoul. He came from Seoul, and then because they tried to blame the murder, like the town detectives tried to blame the murder on, lack of a better term, on a retarded guy in the village
Why are
who
you
was
gesturing
literally
towards
retarded.
me when you're saying that?
Yeah, and the detectives like beat him for a confession, and he's retarded too. He like never did it. And then the detective from Seoul comes to, because there's two murders, similar MO. He comes and then he's like, I think this guy killed again. He's like, I'm gonna map out where I think he did it, and they search for another body, and they find like another decomposed body. But this actually happened in Korea in the 1980s. There was a guy who would kill women. I think he killed like 13 women in this area, and that like same MO and that. I think they got a guy years after the movie was released.
Yeah, the movie came out in 2003.
But they got a guy like in 2010 who they think did it, but I don't know if he did it all or like, just call it a day. Or, But no, Memories of Murder is a great fucking movie. I love it so much. The eye test he does too, like where he's just like,
Yeah. So good.
yeah. Oh my god. No, I love international film.
Yeah.
You ever watch M?
Yeah.
M is
We
yeah.
watched that as part of, we had like a cinema club, and we had it on 8mm, and so we watched it like on a projector. It was really good. It's really
Fantastic
good
movie.
for how old and like you think it'd be like, oh, boring. No, it's so good.
No, it is.
And when he's like, yeah, I'm a pedophile, but you're all horrible people too.
Yes.
So now what? And it's like, I
Yes.
don't know how I feel about this. Like,
Well, there's that. I also like because it's I was trying to explain to Faz.
That's what it is, right?
Last week, yes. Like 1931, it's Weimar Germany. Hitler's.
Oh right, you're on your Weimar Republic kick.
But this is during the Weimar Republic. So 2 years down the line, Hitler's going to become Chancellor of Germany, right?
Yeah.
And there's that theme of the movie of like punitive justice and what that represents.
Yeah.
Where they do have who is a pedophile. He's a serial killer. He kills kids. He literally kills children.
Yeah.
Terrible person.
Yeah.
Why the mob is also hunting them down. So the mob catches the killer. It is the German mafia hunting them down. Why they catch it is so they could get like the heat off of themselves.
Yeah, because they're all just like
Yeah.
pieces of shit.
Well, they even I like that final scene where they get him, and they even have like a trial set up. He even has like a defense attorney who they steamroll. The mob does not care. They steamroll him.
So weird.
It's only for show for some reason. But then like the defense attorney for the serial killer is like, well, you killed 3 people in that fucking bank heist you did in London, and the German guy's like, this has nothing to do with that. It's like, shut the fuck up. This has nothing to do with that. And it is just such because you have the people and like the mob has caught him, and they hold him in this fucking kangaroo court, and they're gonna kill him no matter what. It doesn't matter what the defense attorney says. They're gonna kill him no matter what. But then you have like the German civilians and that around them, kind of in the mix of the underground, and they're all just shouting for his fucking head. And the defense attorney's like, this guy's sick. Like I forget that actor's name.
Yeah, let me.
Whoever played the serial killer is fantastic in that
Yeah.
movie. That monologue he does.
Yes, when he's like in the like a.
Oh
is
yeah,
it like an
where he's
alley
trying
or
to
a
like
basement or something.
yeah, because he does like this incredible monologue,
Did I
literally
say-
about killing children. But
Did I
it is
say
an
8
incredible
millimeter?
monologue.
I meant 60 millimeter. Peter Lorre.
Peter Lorre.
Yeah, he's great.
He was fantastic.
He's
he does
in-
something with his eyes where they like.
Well, he just
roll
has
back.
like. Well,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
and he has like freaky eyes.
Oh yeah.
And he like. Because he's in Maltese Falcon, I think, and he's
He's in
like
Maltese
like
Falcon.
gay,
He's in,
and so he's like the weirdo in that movie. Well, they make him like they like treat him weird
Yes.
because he's supposed to be like the gay guy, but they don't say.
He's also in Alfred Hitchcock's
He's gay,
The
so
Man
he's
Who
weird.
Knew Too Much.
Yeah,
Yes, he's in that.
he's awesome.
He's amazing in that movie. And that monologue he literally does about killing children is like eyes roll back, and it's like this is a sick
Yeah.
individual.
It's crazy.
Peter Lorre. Why do I know that name?
But,
I'm sure he's been in something you've seen. He's in like so much
oh, you
stuff.
would recognize him if you saw him.
He has
Or
like a weird.
his voice.
He's in like
too.
Vertigo and.
Yes. No,
Or I
don't
think,
he's
or
in
is he
Vertigo.
not? No, I'm
No.
looking at something else. Sorry. We also
Vertigo's
watched.
another Hitchcock.
Oh, that
kid.
guy.
Yeah, we also watched Rashomon, which I was like, have you
I
seen
never
that?
watched it.
It's good. I was like running the projector, so I didn't really get to watch it because I had to like switch the reels
He's in
constantly.
Looney Tunes.
But oh yeah, there's like a caricature drawing of him in like Looney Tunes. Peter Lorre, he looks really funny. Like, why'd they draw him like that?
That's what I remember.
That is how he looks.
So Rashomon, you were operating the projector.
Yeah, it's like one of the first movies that was like, so there's like a murder, right? And they bring all these different people before or what was supposed to be like a jury, but they all have like different stories of like
Yeah.
what happened. And so it's like one of the first examples of like, that's not what I mean, but like they're all telling a different story
Yeah.
about these events that took place. And like, yeah, anyway,
Yeah.
I should probably rewatch it because I didn't catch much of it, but
What country did Rashomon come out of?
it's a Kurosawa
Oh, he's in
movie,
SpongeBob
yeah.
too.
Japan.
Yeah. Kurosawa is great. He did Seven Samurai. You like
I
that?
love that.
I want to watch High and Low. I never watched that.
Me either.
Can you open me up another one?
I want to watch. Did he do Ikiru?
Yes.
Yes.
I want to watch that. I haven't
Yeah.
seen
I
it.
showed you how to open it.
Yeah, open it, Jake.
Emily, we're talking. Just hand me one.
No
'cause
more
it's so far
Heineken.
away. All right, ready, guys?
A puzzle. Solve it, and the opener is yours.
Why is this stuck to it? What'd you do?
I can't figure this out. I swear to God. Keep going.
We talked about the Riddler. It does help that my gay best friend just does these puzzles, and Have you considered being a supervillain, Matt? Because you would fit the
More
MO.
than I care to admit.
Got it. So Witness is their perfect script in film school, right?
I don't know. That was just our teacher. Like,
What other movies did he
we
like?
had this weird.
Was he a pervert?
No, she
Oh.
was the Scottish lady. You could ask Andrew about her too. And it's funny. My friend Dustin was in Phoenix like a few days ago, and he sent me a picture, and he's like, "She's on my flight," and like sent me a picture of our former teacher. What are you?
Close it first. Close it all the way first.
Is that even the right side?
No, it's not. Close the thing all the way first. Close that arm.
Shut up. All right, so she was on the...
No, don't open it again. Use the outside part.
Oh, why didn't you just say that? You fucking idiot.
Put it all the way. Yeah, there you go.
It took so much fucking effort. My brain hurts. So, yeah, Witness is her perfect script.
Apparently. She also just like hated all the girls in our class and called Marilyn Monroe fat and not even that attractive.
Marilyn Monroe was never fat! What are you kidding me?
She like just hated.
She was a little bit thicker by the end, but who gives a shit? She was... What are you talking about? She was never fat.
Yeah, she was just like a huge misogynist. Our teacher, I mean.
And she was a girl and misogynist?
Yes, she was like an older, just like
Scottish?
She felt very like, oh, I've made it into the boys' club of the film world, and
So now I
like,
can be misogynist?
Yes.
What an Uncle Ruckus.
And then one time we had to, like, we were talking about titles, like, oh, how do you like title? You know, whatever. She's like, what are some examples of movies where, like, the title doesn't tell you, like, what it's going to be about? You know, like a vague title. This kid raised his hand and said out loud, Cabin in the Woods. I was like, and I know that movie, it, like, subverts your expectations.
Yeah, but
But
still,
yet the title
Cabin in the Woods. That's
literally
where we start
gives you a place and another place.
Yes.
Like, what? And I just, I don't know. These were.
And she just.
She was like,
rolled
yeah.
with it?
Mm-hmm.
I
Nice,
would have
nice, thank
thrown
you.
something at her immediately. Witness is your perfect script. That shitty 90s movie with Harrison Ford investigating a murder among the Amish. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Oh, and this was the one like thing that came up in, because we were talking about like protagonist, antagonist, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I feel like most people agree, like, the protagonist of a movie is not necessarily the person who does good things.
No, he's the guy you follow.
It's like, yeah, exactly. And she really had like a lot. She took issue with that definition. I'm trying to think of the example she gave.
Did she take English class?
I don't know. This was like something that we really went back and forth with her on a lot. And like the protagonist does not mean hero.
No,
or
means
it doesn't mean like
it's who you're
do-gooder.
following.
It just means like
the
narrative point of view.
Like, would you
character.
call Tony Soprano a
He's the
good guy?
protagonist.
Yeah, but he's not like
a piece of shit.
Yeah.
He's the worst person.
Yeah, and this was like an argument that we all had
Yes.
all the time with this woman. Like,
I would punt a football straight at her skull
It was-
and try
it
to
was
take
hard.
her head off.
It was
What a
hard to
fucking
deal with.
moron. What a fucking idiot. Yeah, Tony Soprano's the protagonist of
just get,
Sopranos,
like-
but he's a worse person as the series progresses.
Yeah.
But you still follow him.
yeah.
He's a
And,
terrible person.
Hold on, what's that one movie? It's about Hitler where he's in the bunker.
Oh, Downfall.
Yeah, the protagonist of that movie isn't necessarily
Technically
seen as a
Hitler.
good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's
Following
still.
Hitler last night. He's not a good guy, but that's your point of view of the movie.
Whether
is-
you like it or not,
Like that.
like,
That's
Hitler,
like
yeah.
that's the example I was
Which
like,
is
Yeah.
Downfall is a pretty good movie.
yeah, for nothing but good.
yeah, film school was
Because Hitler's
a little brutal sometimes.
shaken from ALS and years of meth abuse, and then
And
you're about
opium.
to die, buddy.
Forget-
Did Hitler have ALS?
Yeah.
He fucked
No,
his nervous
Parkinson's.
system with.
Oh,
like,
okay.
He had early onset Parkinson's. He was also just on meth and speed the
Yeah.
entire war.
dope.
Did you know there's like two types of Parkinson's? There's the type that's genetic that you can be born with, and there's the type that your brain gets, like Muhammad Ali had from getting fucked up,
Yeah.
like getting hit in the head all the time.
Yeah.
There's
was
two-
that like born on a CTE?
Was that? I don't. maybe it's like one is Parkinson's disease and one is Parkinson's syndrome, I think.
So what did I mean? Obviously,
Like Michael J. Fox has genetic Parkinson's.
No, he does. I love him, but obviously, like, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but why could we not look at OJ's brain?
Right.
Why can we not?
I want to know.
I want to know.
Yeah, can I just okay?
What do you mean? Look at
He had a-
what do you hope?
Like how fucked up was
Maybe
his
he had
head?
a handwritten note in there that says, "I killed Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman. I
Oh,
stabbed
like just
them
like
to
to see
death."
like what conditions, but like just like a basic autopsy.
He might have had CTE though.
He probably did.
What was his name?
How do you
Chris
know?
Benoit, the wrestler, had CTE.
Killed
and
his
he
whole
killed
family.
His entire family.
Yeah. Yeah.
OJ definitely killed them.
Yeah. Here's my thing. This is
Come on, he
I've
did.
been like dying to say this is like people, even if you can convince yourself that OJ didn't like kill those two people, even if you believe he didn't do that, everybody knows that he beat the shit out of her all the time.
Yeah.
And like she wrote about it a lot, and like people were called to their hotel rooms all the time, and she would just be like bleeding on the floor.
Yeah.
Even if he didn't kill them, he was still a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like
Piece
it
of
doesn't
garbage.
matter. It
He's a
doesn't
piece of
matter.
Obvious murder aside. He's
Yeah,
a piece of
like
shit.
Best running
even
back we ever
aside
had,
from
but
that,
piece of shit.
you shouldn't like him anyway, even if he didn't kill those people. Like,
But he
what the hell?
definitely did
Yeah.
kill them.
How can the thing where he like they show him, they're like, oh, but see, you are wearing these shoes, and his face is like, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
It's
no,
so
I've
funny.
watched the entire trial.
It's hilarious.
It's the thing that is Mark Furman pleading the fifth on did you plant any evidence?
Yeah, like come
It's
on.
like Mark Furman was a racist. He was literally a neo-Nazi.
Yeah.
He's a neo-Nazi working on the case. So then like you get the race angle into it, and then like this is
The glove
after
doesn't
the
fit. Oh shit! It's 2:38.
oh
I mean, you guys.
yeah, we'll keep going
Do
a
we
little
have
bit.
reads or something to do?
I can use the ones from last week.
Sweet.
All right. You want us to end it?
We can go for like 5 more minutes.
All right.
5 more minutes, yeah. But the thing is like
I just needed to move the camera. So.
Oh, sweet.
what was the thing in LA like a couple years ago that
Recently?
no, it was around the
probably an
OJ thing.
earthquake.
Oh, Rodney King.
Rodney
Oh.
King.
And all the jurors were like, yeah, he probably did it, but we're mad about Rodney King.
Yeah.
So
Well,
said
they
he-
literally had like the
they said that.
They
What
literally
happened?
just
I
had
didn't
footage
follow
of
that case. What
Rodney King.
just
Like
10,
like that thing
yeah.
with the jury. Like how does it connect to OJ?
So Rodney
Well,
King was
yeah.
like a black man who had the shit beat out of him by the
Misdemeanor.
LAPD.
Misdemeanor.
He didn't
did.
die though, right?
No.
He lived.
Yeah.
But it was like one of the first
He got
times
the
police they like beat him with bats
Yeah.
and
They
batons.
literally beat him with. It was 10 LAPD officers around him on like
Yeah.
a store,
It's
like
awful.
I know that,
footage,
but like,
and they beat him with fucking bats. They break his fucking legs. They crack the kid's skull.
yeah,
So a
yeah,
lot
I
of-
remember
Kill him.
that. I remember that. But like, where's
So
OJ?
a lot of the jurors were like, "Oh,
Yeah.
well, black people are being so brutalized in
By
this
the
country
LAPD.
that by the LAPD, which is where
He was
this all
arrested.
happened." So a couple of them came out afterwards and were like, "Yeah, OJ might have done it, but like we're pissed off about Rodney King, so we weren't going to let another black man like
But
go to
you
prison."
also, the thing is also you have Mark Furman, an LAPD detective, pleading the fifth. He was on the stand. Witness, he was on the stand. He pleaded the fifth over, did you plant evidence in this case?
Yeah.
Did you plant something? He pleaded the fifth.
Like that
No
means
matter
yes.
what, that's case over.
That means yes. Like
Even if OJ did it. He did it. He
Because
killed
even if
them.
he's just pleading the fifth because he doesn't want to like fuck up, make it look like he did, like that's still evidence that like you need to go back and look and see what evidence was there that could have been planted. Like that's,
Chain of custody is so important.
yeah,
You cannot fuck that up.
Yeah.
Also, if you're pleading the fifth on whether or not you plant evidence in a murder trial, it's game over. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who did what. That's it. There's a reasonable doubt for the jury. That's all it takes. Yeah, no, the OJ thing is just insane.
it's so
He
fucked
did
up.
kill his wife and Ron Goldman. I mean, he's a piece of shit. Fuck him. I know what I said last week, but fuck him. Fuck OJ Simpson.
Wait, what'd you say? Last
Did you
week?
say something different last week? I don't.
No, because I was
feel like
playing.
we've been consistent.
What was it? Last week I was playing it off like he didn't do anything. Then at the end I said OJ's in hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I left that off.
He's finally
'cause
resting at
he
peace
is in
knowing
hell.
his
And
wife's
even,
killer
like,
is dead.
Ugh, because and I know that people in Buffalo like meet him or have met him and take pictures with him, and it's like I could not stand to do that.
No.
Like I know it's like kind of a meme, but it's like I don't want that guy to touch me.
I would
like,
never I would
that.
never stand next to like a Jeffrey Dahmer and take a picture.
Yeah,
with
and
him. It's
be like,
you killed people. You killed people.
And don't even seem to care.
You killed people in cold blood. It's like I cannot be next to you.
Yeah, I don't
You're a
know.
disgusting human being. You have no humanity.
Deplorable.
You murdered people. That's what you did.
So creepy. Like,
It's beyond creepy. It's
Yeah.
just it's absolutely revolting. No, never take a pic. Well, I mean, we can take a picture with OJ's corpse now with us pissing on it.
do you think that?
I'll take a shit on
Give me a
OJ's
shovel.
fucking grave.
Do you think that they're gonna? Well, I guess most rich people
Exhume him?
get buried in like a mausoleum so that people can't fuck with their bodies. Like the Kardashians have it all planned out so that they'll be
Oh,
like
yeah.
untouchable
Well, they got
when
famous
they
for
die.
the trial.
They
Yeah.
can try. I'll
So-
get into a mausoleum.
Does he have a mausoleum? Will he?
Well, like there was an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians where Chris is like, "I want to start planning for when I die," and the kids are all like, "Mom, that's morbid." But honestly, it's like fuck the Kardashians. But Chris Jenner's kind of funny.
When I die, just throw me
It's
in
a
the
little
trash.
crazy. Yeah.
Just throw me in the trash. I don't care where I wind up. I don't need a mausoleum. What am I, a fucking pharaoh?
Turn me into
Throw
me
me in the
fertilizer or
trash.
something. Like put me in a compost pile. Let
You
the
think
worms eat me.
OJ? Because OJ got burned.
Did they cremate him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then
I'll still fucking mess
I'll
with
saturate
his
those
somehow.
ashes with piss.
I'll make friends with like his kids, and then I'll just like wait till they like go off to get me a refresher on my drink, and I'll just take his urn and just piss in it. So then his urn is just my piss and his ashes. Fuck OJ Simpson.
Hope they never hear this.
No, I
then they won't-
hope they do.
then they won't wanna
oh
be your
shit!
friend.
No, yeah, no, because they'll never invite me in their house. Your dad was very funny in the Naked
Take it
Gun
all
movies.
back. Those movies are funny.
So what? Like, what? You filmed Witness is her perfect script? I can't believe that. I still cannot fucking believe that. Are you kidding me?
Maybe I should go watch it.
No, I watched it. It's fucking terrible.
I've never even heard of Witness.
It's awful.
It's weird.
What is a perfect script? I don't know. It depends on how you direct it, too.
Like I think it's like something that follows like the 3-act structure sort of timing wise that we're like taught or whatever. Which like
Maybe
I
a
get,
bit,
you know,
yeah.
like learn the rules, then figure out how to break it, whatever bullshit.
Like technically, if you read like Scorsese's script, like if you read like a Goodfellas script, kind of a mess.
Yeah.
But then you watch the movie, how he puts it together.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is fucking incredible.
I know how you feel about Aaron Sorkin, and he did
hate
he did
Sorkin.
do the script for
I
The
hate
Social Network, and the producers made him go in and recite the whole thing to prove that it could be that the words could be said in under like 2 hours or 3 hours or whatever.
He
Because
just
they were
wrote
like
so many
this
words.
is so fucking long. There's no way, and he's like, bet. So he just went in and was like, I can do it in under 2.5 hours or however long it is. I don't like The Social Network.
No. I don't like anything Aaron Sorkin touches.
I think he's like a nice guy.
Guess
I
how many
don't think he is.
Oscars
I like The
Witness
West Wing.
won?
I hate the West Wing. I hate
I
the
can't
West Wing.
even think of.
I hate the West Wing and his politics
Something other than that.
so much.
Or wait, was it The West Wing or The Newsroom?
He did the West Wing and the Newsroom.
He did both?
But the Newsroom is, guess what?
I haven't seen all of it. I've seen like the first episode.
Terrible.
I like Dev Patel.
You know what the Newsroom is? What if they reported the news the right way? And guess
Right.
what? It changes nothing.
Yeah.
That's Aaron Sorkin's entire worldview. Is
Yeah.
what if you were honest about the news? And guess what? It literally changes nothing. It changes nothing in his entire like perspective. These events still happen in
Yeah.
that. And it's all it changes like, oh, there's more dignity in the commentary. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Oh, the American president.
American president with Michael Sheen, right?
Or Michael
Douglas, yeah.
Gay actor Michael
Moneyball?
Douglas.
Gay act, Brad Pitt.
I never
Jonah
watched
Hill.
Moneyball. I
never
read the
watched
book in like 8th grade and I was like, this is fucking boring. And I
give a
like
shit about
baseball,
Moneyball.
but like
Do you like baseball?
in a way.
In a way?
In
Were
like
you
a
into it?
nostalgic way. Like grew up
Alright.
watching it, you know.
I like it from a
In a
physics
nostalgic way, you
standpoint.
chew like
I think it's
chewing tobacco. You're like,
yeah, exactly.
yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go to the game. Yeah, it is cool in like a mathematic and like physics way. I think it is kind of
It's a
fascinating.
Yeah.
neat game.
That's good.
And Shohei Ohtani is
I wasn't into sports till a year and a half ago. And we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, I think
I'm
we
still
probably
not
got
into
ahead on a sec.
sports.
Yeah, but football is so entertaining.
Yeah, football's easy to watch.
It's just get to the end zone, and it's so entertaining, and I love it. Josh Allen's the best. Obviously.
Shout out to him.
I don't know what we're
Guess how many
talking
Oscars
about.
Witness won?
Yep, Oscars.
How many?
Terrible. Awful.
Is it more than one?
It's 2.
Who?
Oh my god.
Winning Best Original Screenplay
Witness.
and Best Film Editing.
It won Best Original Screenplay.
And
What other?
film
Hold
editing.
on, before we end. What were the other nominees?
Okay, wait, nominees for that?
For
Yes.
Original Screenplay?
Oh, fuck, I don't. Now I gotta look up 1985 Oscar.
1985.
We're not ending the episode.
That's
till
okay.
get the
I would
other
like
one.
to know. What are we going to call this episode, boys?
What did we talk about?
Witness?
Witness. Yeah, witness. Just witness. Just do witness, but do it lowercase, like it's dramatic.
Okay.
Witness.
Witness. Period.
Winners and
Period.
nominees.
Because we had
57th,
yeah.
I think. Hold on. Let's see.
Shout out to Witness.
my IT department's a little slow.
Film.
Witness is her perfect script.
Apparently.
I would throw a fucking beer bottle at this bitch's face. What are you fucking
She
talking
is
about?
not very nice. And this is, I'm going to try, like, she's one of those people where you'll have moments where you're like, wow, no, I actually really do like her. And then she'll say the most out-of-pocket, rude shit ever, and you're like, nope,
Yeah.
no, never mind.
Let's see. All right. Winner, Witness. Nominees: A Chorus Line by John Bloom, Out of Africa, Prizzy's Honor, and Runaway Train. So,
Jesus Christ.
Never mind, I guess.
Then what was the other one that I said?
What was that one? Editing or screenplay?
That was film editing.
Oh, okay.
So let's
Screenplay.
that was the first one that came up.
Are you working a
All
fucking
right.
camera over here?
Nominees: Back to the Future, Brazil, The Official Story, and The Purple Rose
you
of Cairo.
serious?
Brazil should have won it.
By Terry Gilliam, yeah.
Yes, it's a great movie.
Oh my god.
Damn.
It beat, and I know like Back to the Future, whatever, but like it beats
It's
Back
fine.
to the Future. I know, but with how much people love that movie.
It's
It's
a better
entertaining.
movie than Witness.
Yes.
Oh
I've
my-
never seen
that's
Witness. but
weird.
Terrible.
From what you've described, it sounds not fun.
That's hilarious.
No, and I do agree we should have burnt down that Amish boy's house for not
God.
selling us firewood. And that's the
What do you mean
episode,
you
folks.
agree? No one
That's the
said
episode.
that.
Me and Matt agree we should have killed the Amish family. Thank you. Goodbye.